Hey guys, I'm back again on my living room because my room is being used. It's Monday actually, but tomorrow I have to study a lot for my history test on Wednesday, so I'm filming it today. And this week myths, and I like myths and that kind of stories. And last weekend, not this one, but the previous one, I went to a Nerdfighter meetup. It was Nerdfighter meetup. Well, we went on a tour called Mysterious Buenos Aires. We went on a bus and they took us all around, well, not all around, but to many places of the city, telling us stories about ghosts and murders and demons and all kind of that kind of story, which are pretty cool actually, especially because I know a bit of my city, but you don't know that kind of stories. So let me think about some of the myths, because I quite remember some of the murder stories, but we are not looking for that today. But well, the second story they told us was in the National Bank, which is next to the house of the government house, the pink house as we call it here because it's pink. In the United States you got the White House, here we have the pink house. And it's next to it, and they say that a ghost of a little girl with a doll walks on the nights through the halls of the bank, and it was first seen on the year 2000, and there was even some footage taken from the security cameras of the girl, which was really strange, but supposedly now the footage is lost. So I don't know, it was pretty strange because they told us that a security guard was there and saw the little girl, and it was weird because 3 a.m. a little girl, and he called her and she did not respond and started running, and he started following her, and then he realized the girl had no feet, so she couldn't be running. That's the first time it was seen, and it was seen a lot of times since then, and that's why they changed security and the people clean a lot in these 10 years because of that, or at least that's what they told us. And that's one of the ghost stories. And let me think of the other one, because there wasn't. I remember now. One of the most important graveyards, cemeteries here in Buenos Aires is called Recoleta. It's in one of the most expensive neighborhoods in here in the city, and it's called Recoleta. And in this place there's supposedly a girl buried which died very young and couldn't find true love, so during the nights she goes out wearing all white and gets to talk to some young, single, attractive men, and they feel like attractive because she's very, very beautiful, and she gives them their address, and whenever they go to fetch her another day, they knock on the house, and an old woman comes and says that the person they're looking for is actually dead for more than 40 years, I believe it was. And usually this girl asks for something to put on because she's cold, and when they go to the graveyard the coat is there. So I'm not sure about the reliability of that story, but it sounds pretty creepy. And the third story happens in this graveyard, in another one in Buenos Aires called Chacarita, which is near where my grandma lives and where my grandfather is buried. And the story is that if you get lost when they are closing, because it closes at 6, and you can't find the main entrance, a woman in black comes and tells you she's also lost, but that she knows the way out, and if you want to go with her, and that she will tell you how to reach the entrance, and you walk with her until you reach a wall, and she tells you this is the entrance, the exit or the entrance, it's the same. and you say, but there's a wall, and she said, but you have to go across the wall, and that's it. Ooh, and there's another one that say that you should not take a taxi when you get outside the main entrance, because you get on the death taxi, I believe it's called, and it takes you around, gives you a small trip, and leaves you in the same spot where you took it, but you are now dead, which is a kind of weird thing. But these are some of the stories they told me that day. It was a pretty fun tour, because we went to the house of a murderer, and we went to the little forest there is in the middle of Buenos Aires, where there are some lakes, and they found some bodies there, and a lot of stories which were pretty cool actually. And also I'm a very frightening not frightening, no, I get fearful. I get scared really easy, that's why I can't watch horror movies, and I didn't get that scared, but it was pretty fun too. So that's are my myths and ghosts and creepy stories for this week. I was going to talk about the Yeti, but I guess it wasn't as cool as this. So hope to see you tomorrow, Millie, or actually on Wednesday. DFTVA.